What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always. Spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Football, basketball, and boxing. Let's get into it. All right, so the subject of the day is basketball and the Golden State Warriors. Starting with Mr. Draymond Green. Draymond, the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors. He's their backbone on defense, the leader on defense. Part of their big three that's been there to help them grab 4 NBA championships, which has been spectacular to see. That being said, Draymond Green has gotten himself into a few things lately, and I want to talk about the road that he's been heading down. And hopefully it all ends well, because Draymond is a future Hall of Famer in my opinion, and one of the great basketball players of all time for what he does on the floor. A lot of that having to do with the situation that he's in Golden State and has been in all his career, but you can say that about a lot of people. That being said, recently he was on his podcast, I believe that was his podcast, talking about how he thought it was whack and cowardly, the things that Kevin Durant said about him a little while back when he was suspended indefinitely. I don't know where Draymond's coming from with this. To me, it seems a little off base. And for a guy that is as intense as he is on the court and doesn't hold back or mince any words, I can tell Draymond Green has his little bit of sensitivity too. First of all, we got this stigma around therapy or getting help or talking to somebody, where we as men especially, and even more so black men at times, we tend to think that means something's wrong with you, as far as like you're mentally a bad person, or you know, it's stigmatized as like you should feel ashamed to go get help when it comes to, say, counseling or therapy to talk through issues and help you manage personal situations or emotions, to handle your emotional intelligence. It's not. People do it on a daily basis, just as part of a daily routine, just like taking a shower for some people or brushing their teeth. And we need to realize that it's okay sometimes to seek advice and help. Now, I don't know where Draymond is getting off at being cowardly, what Kevin Durant said about him, but from all I saw, and correct me if I'm wrong out there, he mentioned that when he was asked by a reporter, he didn't go running to reporters to say bad things about Draymond's character. That's what Draymond said. He questioned his character publicly, and that was whack and cowardly. He said that based on what had happened with Nurkic, that he thought that was out of character for the guy he knew in Draymond Green, that he played with and knew off the court as well, and said that he hoped he gets the help he needs while he was suspended, because people were talking about him needing to get help and possibly going to seek help. It was into all the reports if you was paying attention. So to me, that sounds like a friend, or someone who used to be a friend, or at the very least somebody who cares and is not speaking against your character but for your character, unless I'm mistaken. And he even apologized later when he realized Draymond took it a certain way in a negative light, and tried to clarify that he was just wishing the best for Draymond. So what did he really say that was jeopardizing his character? And again, he was asked about it, but Draymond Green took it personally. He's a little sensitive about this matter, and I get it, because it's directly affecting his money, his pocket, as he said. He's probably thinking about his extension, his continued time playing with the Warriors, where I'm sure he wants to end his career. But I think he's overreacting, my personal opinion. And he has the right to say what he wants about defending himself, but just my thoughts on that. And I think what has happened with Draymond Green that I've been noticing, just observing, is that as his athletic ability has faded with old age, he's down to a point where he always had the extra annex and that fire that helped to create the part of the culture for the Golden State Warriors. And that was part of it, but his athletic ability that helped him on offense and defense made him who he was. And as that is reduced, it seems like he's up in the antics, up in the emotion even more. That hit that he had with Nurkic, that was out of pocket. Playing on a court somewhere with guys in the street, that might cause guys to want to shoot a fair one. Might want to square up with you. Because that's not a normal basketball play. That's not how you clear out. He wasn't just fanning off trying to create space. He was swinging wild and caught a man in the face. It is what it is. But that, we know what happened with Jordan Poole. These are extra things. Rudy Gobert, that looked personal. Let's be honest with it. He was choking him out and giving him a little piece of his mind at the same time, and looked like getting a little something off his chest that may have had something to do with other issues that he may have had with Rudy Gobert. I don't know. I'm not saying that I've been told this type of stuff, just saying how it looked to the outsider looking in. He was giving some choice words to Rudy as he was continuing to choke him and let him know about himself. That was extra, even though I think he should have been defending Klay. So it is what it is, but the bright spot for the Golden State Warriors continues to be Steph Curry. Steph Curry's a great ambassador for the league, appears to be a great father, great husband, a good leader for the team, and consistent with his game. Even with his old age, he's gotten stronger, which has allowed him, even though he may be a little slower, which naturally happens with older age, he's more fluid, consistent, efficient, and his jumper aging like wine. So I wish the Golden State Warriors well. I think we may actually be watching the demise of the Golden State Warriors. Not trying to say that they're going to just fall off the map, but the championship days do look like they're starting to be over, indicative of trying to go get LeBron James to stave off that situation. And Klay Thompson, he's faded a little bit. I hope that he has a revitalization of his game. But it is what it is. And what is going to happen with the Golden State Warriors? Steph Curry going to end his career there more than likely, and hopefully for us as fans. And he's still great. But are they great? All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know who you looking for. J-Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or get at me in the comments. Let's talk about it. Look for me on YouTube, Instagram, X, and TikTok.